Imagine the starry sky on a Christmas night. A different light, more intense, appears on the horizon, capturing everyone's attention and sparking a flame of hope. This image evokes the legendary Star of Bethlehem, a phenomenon that has intrigued humanity for millennia. Was it a miracle, a rare astronomical event, or just a beautiful story? This mysterious star, mentioned in Scripture as guiding the Magi to the birthplace of Jesus, transcends the religious narrative and becomes a fascinating enigma for science and general knowledge. For centuries, astronomers and scholars have dedicated themselves to unraveling the nature of this celestial glow, proposing theories ranging from spectacular planetary conjunctions to wandering comets. The search for an explanation of the Star of Bethlehem is not just an astronomical journey, but also an immersion into history, faith, and how different cultures interpret the signs in the sky. Unraveling this mystery expands our understanding of the intersection between ancient beliefs and scientific knowledge, revealing how a single celestial event can generate debates and inspire profound reflections. Get ready to explore one of the most iconic symbols of Christmas from a new perspective. Discover the most intriguing theories, dive into the historical and cultural context of the time, and understand how the Star of Bethlehem continues to fascinate and stimulate dialogue between faith and science. At the end of this exploration, you will not only know the possible explanations for the star, but you will also have a new perspective on the magic and mystery that surround this timeless Christmas story. The Star of Bethlehem, more than just a Christmas ornament, represents an age-old enigma that challenges our understanding. Since biblical times, this celestial light has been interpreted in various ways, oscillating between divine miracle and natural phenomenon. For many, the star is a symbol of faith and hope, a beacon that guided the Magi to meet the newborn Jesus. For others, especially in the field of science, it becomes an intriguing problem to be solved. What could be the rational explanation for this luminous apparition? This duality between faith and reason is not an obstacle, but rather an invitation to explore the richness of the Star of Bethlehem from different perspectives. After all, general knowledge thrives on the ability to connect diverse areas of knowledge, uniting history, astronomy, religion, and culture in a coherent and fascinating narrative. Understanding the Star of Bethlehem, therefore, goes beyond identifying its physical nature. It is diving into a secular debate that has shaped how we understand the sky, the signs, and the very meaning of Christmas. The challenge that arises is precisely this: how to reconcile the biblical account, laden with symbolism and faith, with the scientific explanations proposed over the centuries. Can the Star of Bethlehem be explained by known astronomical phenomena? Or does its nature transcend scientific understanding, remaining a mystery to be contemplated? Answering these questions is the goal of this exploration, offering you, an enthusiast of knowledge, the tools to form your own opinion and broaden your view on one of the most fascinating themes in Christmas history. Throughout this journey, we will unravel the main theories that seek to explain the Star of Bethlehem, from the planetary conjunction hypothesis to the possibility of a comet. We will explore the historical and cultural context of the time, understanding how ancient peoples interpreted celestial events and what the significance of astrology was in the time of the Magi. Get ready for an immersion into a universe of discoveries, where science and faith meet to illuminate one of the greatest mysteries of Christmas. Visually, we could imagine a divided image. On one side, an artistic representation of the Magi following the star. On the other, diagrams of planetary conjunctions and comets. Incredible journey through the Star of Bethlehem, isn't it? What is your interpretation? Share your theory in the comments. Your perspective is valuable and enriches our debate, building a vibrant community of knowledge enthusiasts. Join us. To unravel the mystery of the Star of Bethlehem, the first step is to recognize the coexistence of different interpretations. There is no single, definitive answer, but rather a range of possibilities that intertwine between faith and science. Let's start with the most relevant scientific theories. The planetary conjunction hypothesis suggests that the star was, in fact, the result of the alignment of planets like Jupiter and Saturn. Imagine, for example, looking at the sky and seeing two very close beacons, almost merging into one. This rare and spectacular phenomenon could have been interpreted as a celestial sign by the Magi, astronomers of the time. Another theory proposes that the Star of Bethlehem was a comet. Comets, with their luminous tails and unusual appearances, have always been seen as harbingers of important events. Visualizing a comet streaking across the night sky could easily generate the interpretation of a guiding star, indicating a singular event. There is also the possibility of a supernova, a stellar explosion of colossal magnitude. A supernova could generate an intense and sudden burst of light in the sky, visible for weeks or months. Although less likely, this hypothesis also deserves consideration. It is crucial to understand that none of these theories has been irrefutably proven. The mystery of the Star of Bethlehem lies precisely in this uncertainty, in this openness to multiple perspectives. Exploring these theories allows us to exercise critical thinking, the ability to analyze different points of view, and the humility to recognize that not everything can be completely explained by science. The Star of Bethlehem, therefore, becomes an invitation to appreciate the beauty of mystery and the richness of knowledge in its various forms. In an increasingly polarized world where conflicting information competes for our attention, the ability to analyze different perspectives and form reasoned opinions becomes crucial. It is in this context that the Star of Bethlehem gains surprising relevance. Far from being just a historical or religious curiosity, it transforms into a fascinating case study on how to deal with mysteries, different interpretations, and the coexistence of faith and science. We live in an era of fake news and heated discussions, where we often encounter narratives that clash and truths that seem relative. The story of the Star of Bethlehem invites us to exercise intellectual humility, recognizing that we will not always have definitive answers, and that different points of view can coexist and enrich the debate. Understanding the various theories about the star, whether astronomical, historical, or theological, trains us to evaluate evidence, question premises, and build a more complete and multifaceted view of reality. The central challenge, therefore, is not only to decipher the nature of the Star of Bethlehem itself, but to develop the ability to navigate a complex world where absolute certainty is rare and the ability to dialogue with different perspectives is fundamental. By exploring the mystery of the star, we are, in fact, improving our critical thinking and our ability to build bridges between different areas of knowledge, essential skills for the contemporary citizen. The Star of Bethlehem, in this sense, ceases to be just a Christmas enigma and becomes a valuable tool for understanding the world around us. To begin unraveling the enigma of the Star of Bethlehem, we need to understand some fundamental concepts. First, what exactly does the Bible tell us about this star? The Gospel of Matthew reports that wise men from the east were guided by a star to the birthplace of Jesus. But what were these wise men, and what did they mean by star? In the context of the time, the wise men were sages, astrologers, scholars of the heavens. They interpreted celestial events as divine signs. When we talk about star, we need to consider that this term could refer to different astronomical phenomena that were visible to the naked eye. A key concept is planetary conjunction. Have you ever wondered if planets can meet in the sky? When two or more planets in their orbits align from our terrestrial point of view, they appear to get very close, creating an intense and unusual glow. Imagine Jupiter and Saturn, the largest planets in our solar system, almost touching in the night sky. Spectacular, right? Another important concept is the comet. Comets are like cosmic snowballs that travel through space. As they approach the sun, they release gas and dust, forming luminous tails that can be seen from Earth. A bright comet could certainly attract attention and be interpreted as a sign. And finally, we have the supernova. Have you heard of stars that explode? Supernovae are cataclysmic stellar explosions that release a colossal amount of energy, making the star temporarily extremely bright, visible even during the day. Could the Star of Bethlehem be one of these cosmic explosions? Understanding these basic concepts of astronomy gives us the tools to explore the different theories about the Star of Bethlehem. And you, which of these phenomena seems most plausible as an explanation for the star that guided the Magi? Understanding the mystery of the Star of Bethlehem goes beyond mere astronomical curiosity. Applying this knowledge in everyday life means exercising critical thinking in the face of complex and multifaceted information. Just as the star defies unique interpretations, life presents us with ambiguous situations that require careful analysis and openness to different perspectives. A constant challenge is dealing with uncertainty. The Star of Bethlehem teaches us that not all mysteries need to be completely unraveled to be valuable. Accepting ambiguity, whether in science or in personal life, is a sign of intellectual maturity. Instead of seeking definitive answers at all costs, we can learn to live with the unknown and value the process of investigation itself. Another crucial point is the ability to integrate different areas of knowledge. The Star of Bethlehem forces us to connect astronomy, history, religion, and culture. This interdisciplinarity is fundamental to solving complex problems and making informed decisions. In the job market, for example, professionals who can move between different areas and connect diverse knowledge are increasingly valued. To overcome the challenge of the lack of definitive answers about the Star of Bethlehem, we can adopt a posture of continuous investigation. Exploring different sources, comparing theories, questioning premises, and keeping an open mind to new evidence are valuable strategies not only for understanding the star, but for learning and growing in any area of life. After all, knowledge is a journey, not a final destination. To truly deepen our understanding of the Star of Bethlehem, we need to go beyond the basic theories and explore the broader implications of this mystery. The real advanced strategy lies in realizing that the uncertainty surrounding the star is not a failure, but an invitation to deep reflection on the nature of knowledge and faith. Think of the case of modern science. Many of the greatest discoveries arose from persistence in the face of the unknown, from the formulation of hypotheses even without immediate answers. The search for the Star of Bethlehem reflects this same investigative posture. A notable example of advanced application is the way historians and theologians use the mystery of the star to analyze the context of the first century. Instead of focusing on finding a definitive astronomical explanation, they investigate how the narrative of the star shaped the culture and beliefs of the time. They study biblical texts as historical and literary sources, interpreting the star as a powerful symbol within a specific social and religious context. This interdisciplinary approach, which combines history, theology, and even anthropology, demonstrates how the enigma of the Star of Bethlehem can be a valuable tool for understanding the past and the present. The key is not in solving the mystery, but in using the mystery as a lens to see more deeply. The credibility of the mystery of the Star of Bethlehem is strengthened when we examine the consensus among experts. The exact nature of the star remains unknown. Astronomers such as Dr. Michael Molnar, in his work The Star of Bethlehem, The Legacy of the Magi, exhaustively investigated planetary conjunctions of the time, proposing plausible scenarios but without definitive proof. Bible historians, such as Reverend Dr. Raymond Brown, in The Birth of the Messiah, analyze the evangelical texts, recognizing the theological importance of the star, but without affirming its astronomical literalness. This lack of absolute scientific consensus does not diminish the relevance of the Star of Bethlehem. On the contrary, research in areas such as art history reveals the lasting cultural impact of the star. From Renaissance paintings to contemporary films, the Star of Bethlehem is a recurring theme, a powerful visual symbol that transcends astronomical explanations. Studies in comparative theology show how the narrative of the star resonates in different religious traditions, evoking universal themes of hope, guidance, and spiritual seeking. The practical importance of understanding the Star of Bethlehem lies in valuing interdisciplinary dialogue. In a case study conducted by the University of Notre Dame, researchers from astronomy, theology, and art history collaborated to analyze the star, demonstrating how different areas of knowledge can complement each other in the search for understanding. This integrated approach is crucial in a complex world where problems defy simplistic solutions and require the collaboration of diverse perspectives. The Star of Bethlehem, therefore, offers us more than an astronomical enigma. It invites us to embrace the complexity of knowledge, to value the diversity of interpretations, and to recognize that at times the mystery is as valuable as the answer. Its persistence throughout the centuries, attested by research and works of art, demonstrates its symbolic power and its continued relevance to culture and general knowledge. We've reached that crucial point. What's the big lesson of the Star of Bethlehem? If you're still wondering which theory is right, the answer might surprise you. There's no consensus. Astronomers, historians, theologians. Remember the planetary conjunctions, the comets, supernovas. They're all fascinating possibilities, but without definitive proof. Astrophysicist Grant Matthews, for example, published a study in the journal Notices of the Royal Astronomical Society in 2017, arguing for a rare conjunction of Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus in 6 BC. Others, like astronomer Colin Humphreys, point to a slow-moving comet that would have been visible for months. The point is, even with calculations and data, the biblical star remains a question mark for exact science. And that's where the beauty lies. The Star of Bethlehem doesn't need a definitive answer to teach us something valuable. The real treasure is in the journey of searching, in being open to different perspectives, and in the ability to live with mystery. This ability to analyze, question, and reflect is an invaluable general knowledge, applicable to everything in life, far beyond astronomy and Christmas. After all, not everything needs to be solved to be profoundly meaningful. To recap our stellar journey, the Star of Bethlehem, a millennial enigma, remains unsolved. We explored scientific theories, planetary conjunctions, comets, supernovas, and delved into the historical and religious context of the biblical narrative. We discovered that the beauty of the star lies less in its precise identification and more in what it teaches us about general knowledge. The main lesson: learn to live with mystery, exercise critical thinking in the face of multiple interpretations, and value the dialogue between faith and reason. The Star of Bethlehem shows us that not everything needs to be categorized or completely explained to be significant. This ability to navigate uncertainty, to question, and to keep an open mind is a valuable asset in any area of life. And now, what's the next step? Keep exploring. Research more about the theories that intrigued you, debate with friends and family, delve into ancient astronomy and biblical interpretations. Use the mystery of the Star of Bethlehem as a springboard to expand your general knowledge and to refine your ability to analyze and reflect. By doing so, you not only unravel a Christmas enigma, but also illuminate your own path in search of wisdom and understanding. The adventure of knowledge never ends. And so, at the end of this celestial exploration, the Star of Bethlehem persists in its mystery, a light that defies time and definitive explanations. It invites us to contemplate not only the sky, but also the vastness of human knowledge, full of questions that echo through the ages. Perhaps deep down, its greatest lesson lies not in unraveling what it really was, in confining it to a scientific or religious explanation, but in what it invites us to be: tireless seekers of knowledge, appreciators of the beauty of uncertainty, and bridges between different forms of knowledge. The star teaches us that the journey of discovery is as valuable as the final destination. May the Star of Bethlehem continue to inspire us, not only this fleeting Christmas, but throughout our existential journey. May its enigmatic glow motivate us to look at the sky with renewed curiosity, to question with intelligence and depth, and to embrace the complexity of the multifaceted world around us. For in the vast universe of general knowledge, as in the starry sky that has fascinated us since time immemorial, the true magic lies both in the hard-won answers and in the luminous mysteries that still persist and await us, driving us to explore evermore. And may this continuous quest for understanding, this insatiable thirst for learning, be for each of us our true and personal guiding star,